Hey, checking in with Zombie Fallout by Mark Tuccio. Tuccio. This is chapters 19 to into chapter 25. And chapter 19 is an entry by Tracy in Mike's journal, which apparently is actually a thing because Mike has time to jot things down in his journal in the middle of all of this, which seems somewhat unbelievable. And also, he would have had time to jot down that he fell unconscious after getting the love kiss from the zombie woman, was the final entry. Which, unless he went back and did the entry before Tracy did her entry, I don't know. But he gets Mike gets carried in. He has sticky tar-like stuff on his lips. He is reciting the Lord's Prayer in Latin backwards, which Tracy does it's like, really, Tracy, you know this? But apparently she went to Catholic school and learned Latin, so would know the intonation of it backwards in Latin, I guess. Mike does wake up, but she thinks he's somehow slightly changed or something by it. Something's been taken or something's been added. She's not quite sure. Mike gets himself back on his feet. Kind of does get out. Realizes, crap, the zombies have started piling in around the thing, and they're pulping themselves, and they're shooting them, but they're pulping themselves and are basically standing on the top of the dead bodies of the folks that they were with, which is like, oh crap. So they're going to be coming. The walls aren't going to fall. They're just going to kind of do a step ladder over top of all the dead body, not dead, but more dead zombie bodies underneath. And come over. And he's doing a walk around the thing when he realizes, hey, there's a lot less zombies back here. They're not looking over the thing, and it's deeper on this side, and all the zombies, because of all the noise, have come around to the other sides, and so are kind of making their push there, but we've got a big gap here. So it's like, hey, this could be the escape route. And he talks to the guy at the thing like, why the fuck didn't you tell us about this? It's like, oh well, Fritzy was going to. Fritzy, where the fuck is Fritzy? At which point he decides to go over and check out what the hell's going on with Fritzy versus going to Jed and letting him know about this kind of crucial to survival thing. And he goes to Fritzy's house, and it's like, there's nothing there. He's like looking around. Something in his head says, I really shouldn't be here. I should get away. He pulls open the door. There's a grizzly bear there. No, actually, it's Bear, a gigantic freaking dog, who's like, let me out of here now. Like, the dog is like, holy shit, I'm terrified. Let me out of here. I'll go join the zombies because this house is scary. Lets Bear get out. Goes down, finds basically it's a serial killer, rapist who has got a zombie in his basement chained up, and he's in a cat costume with makeup and all, ready to screw the zombie. And it's like, he's like, why do you care? It's just a zombie. It's like, yeah, and I'll do your mother and I'll do your wife and your daughter next. And he shoots him. Yeah. It's because and he was trying to kind of leap on him, but he shot him twice in the gut, and then another time in the head. When actually I think that's when he started threatening the wife. So it's like, gross. And so he goes home. And pretty soon later, Jed comes and with a couple of guys saying like, oh, we have to take you in because it was murder. It's like, yeah, but he was a serial killer. And it's like, yeah, I know, and we found trophies and stuff like that, but still, we have to have the law. So they put him in jail with the asshole with the gigantic Gatling gun at the beginning, Durgan, who is gonna come at him. And Durgan's like, well, prepare to die. And it's like he's had one leg amputated. And he's like, well, you prepare to have some horrible pain thing. So he just takes out his other leg, snaps that, and then climbs up on the bunk and goes to sleep while the meds come in, medical people come in and take Durgan out because he's a dumbass. Wakes up because Jed's like, oh shit, they broke through the gates. Go home. Yeah, never mind. There's not going to be anyone around to actually try you because that was a dumbass thing. So back at his house, um, getting it secured, trying to be quiet, blacking out the windows. Probably going to be going upstairs and pulling up the drawbridge that way, but really, they really need to figure out some way to actually just get the hell out of here. There better be some underground tunnels under this place because I'm not quite sure how they survive. Alec does join them. No, actually, I think Alec. Uh, no, Alec, the really handy carpenter guy, has fashioned a snow plow on a truck so that they can, some people can escape, but it's women and children going to escape. Though you need to have, there is going to be a kind of a random draw for a gun crew, but I don't think Alec. I can't remember if Alec is one of them or if he ends up in the house with them. But it's his family. It's Tommy. It's Paul. It might be Alec, and they're in there. And yeah, zombies have just burst through the gate in the back, and it's like, oh crap, we need to get up higher ground. But yeah, they need to really figure out some way to get out of here because yeah, it's not going to be good. There is some talk about like, are they going to starve to death? And he says like, well, they might, but it's going to be months and maybe even longer than that. But he doesn't want to say. And it's like, oh, we have supplies, but it's like, yeah, you don't have enough supplies to outweigh that. And in ways, they'd probably gnaw through just all the support beams and bring down the house by that point. So that is where we are with Zombie Fallout at this point. Yeah, yeah. As less sexist stuff, really kind of bizarre, kind of freaky serial killer stuff, which if I think about The Walking Dead, yeah, you can see that happening further on in this series if you're going to have grosser and weirder people doing horrific things in kind of a horror movie way, because that definitely felt very horror movie ish to me. So yeah, that's what we have so far. All right, more videos later.